大寶法王國際佛學院2023年公開禪修課程的第一天，聖陛下第17世大寶法王嘉華噶瑪巴泰耶多傑教授觀世音菩薩的教法和修行。第二節。
Meaning that the general term for it is wisdom, or sometimes primordial wisdom. I guess that is a bit of a complicated subject in some ways, but I think it's. I mean, if you try to sort of grasp the idea of wisdom through an academic way, yes, there are various formulas that we have to learn intellectually in order to be in order to have the ableness to have a very clear, sharp way of assessing moments or situations or of one's own emotions and so on. So yes, that may be a little bit complicated, but even if we don't have the luxury of developing those intellectual skills, let's say, through almost like saying through very basic common sense, we have the ability to have to express wisdom. Yeah. That's always there.
智慧或稱為俱生智，解釋起來有點複雜。如果我們試圖通過學術的方式來理解智慧，我們必須學習各種公式，以便有能力以一種非常清晰、敏銳的方式來評估一個時刻或情況，或評估自己的情緒等等。這可能有點複雜。即使我們沒有發展這些智力技能的奢侈，通過非常基本的常識，我們也有能力表達智慧。那種是存在的。
Meaning that, how to say, for example, if you see, if you experience a situation out of nowhere without any kind of plan, if you happen to see that someone needs help, someone is probably rescuing or something, without having to be taught, without having to be told to do so, that it's almost like an instinct, but it's not exactly instinct, but sort of a very spontaneous, how to say, expression comes through, in order to help. And maybe we could see that as a very sort of primitive form of wisdom, but nevertheless, it's something similar, it comes naturally from within ourselves, without having to be altered or something,
例如，如果你突然經歷了一種情況，碰巧看到有人需要幫助、救援，就算未經教導，都會類似是本能的，和非常自發性的伸出援手。也許你可以把它看作是一種非常原始的智慧，這是與智慧相似的，它自然地來自於我們，而不需被改變。
Intellectually, if we learn about the wisdom, the benefit is that then it quickens the understanding. It somehow, in a rapid way, we will be able to somehow understand that we have this wisdom, but even without that intellect, we still can express it, no matter whether we are scholars or rocket scientists or anything like that. So, in short, we'll be able to accumulate these two folds of accumulation, merit and wisdom, through these precious methods. And the method that we are using is that of the generalizing meditation.
如果我們從智力上了解智慧，好處是這會加快我們理解我們具有智慧。但即使沒有智力上的認識，我們仍然可以表達智慧。無論我們是學者、火箭科學家等等。總之，我們將能夠通過這些寶貴的方法累積福德與智慧兩種資糧。我們正在使用的方法是觀世音菩薩禪修。
It's a very practical one, very commonly used, not just for a few generations, but for over many generations. It was a practice that was, how to say, in a way became popular, but it's not really due to just popularity, but due to the benefit, when it was introduced over the Himalayas, in those regions, and then everyone could practice it, no matter what kind of life they were leading, that everyone was able to practice it, and so therefore it became sort of popular, but it was not really due to popularity, it was just due to more practical reasons and effective reasons.
這是一種非常實用和普遍的方法，不僅在幾代人中常用，而且在很多代人中都常用。這種修行變得流行起來。但我們修這法並不是因為它受歡迎，而是因為它能帶來的好處。當它被引入喜馬拉雅山時，在那些地區，每個人都可以修持它，無論他們過着什麼樣的生活。因此，這修持變得受歡迎。但修這法並不是因它受歡迎，而是出於更實際和有效的原因。
And now that we have this here right now, we can use this, and so this is something to rejoice. This is something that we must make a good use of. It doesn't take very long, time-wise, and at the same time, if we attend these sessions, either directly here like this, or I suppose through streaming also, there is benefit, maybe 50% less when you are viewing via streaming, but nevertheless, that 50% is still very, very beneficial.
我們能在此修這法，這是值得高興的。我們必須好好利用的。修持這法不需要很長時間。同時，如果能直接在這裏參加這些場節，或者通過串流媒體，也是會有好處的。通過串流媒體觀看的好處可能會減少50%，但儘管如此，50%仍然是非常有益的。
The benefit comes through, to some, I suppose, trying something new, meaning that maybe to some this is completely unique, and to some, those who have been practicing it, to continue to practice. Yeah. That continuation is very, very vital. And for those who may not, who had a good start, but in between, maybe there was a dry spell or something, then this is once again a good opportunity, or any opportunity that you get. It's a good chance to again sort of develop that spark once again, you know. So therefore, it's always a good occasion, yeah. And so therefore, there's no need to feel guilty about not having known this practice, or having practiced and having developed a sense of a break. When you get the chance, you get the chance, and you make the most of it, you know.
我想為一些人來說，這種好處來自於嘗試一些新的東西。對他們來說，這體驗可能是完全獨特的。對另外一些人，好處來自於繼續修持。延續是非常非常重要的。對於那些有一個良好開端，但中途停頓了的人來說，這又是一個再次生起火花的好機會。所以，這總是一個很好的活動。因此，沒有必要因為不懂這種修行，或沒有持續地修行而內疚。當你有機會的時候，你充分利用它便可。
But then not to make it a heavy burden on ourselves, we do it regularly, and not to sort of go overboard. How to say, doing it in one go a lot, and then again having a long break, you know. So in this way, then it's a good occasion, yeah. And so in this way, then we will do this meditation, and I suppose a number of you have taken the Sojong vow, I suppose, yeah. And so this is once you take the Sojong vow, then it becomes a very tough combination. You double the effect of doing the Chenrezig, because when you're hungry, then the concentration becomes not to a point where we are desperate, but avoiding the evening meals then helps to have a sort of much lighter sense, and then through that, then we are able to concentrate better.
但不要讓它成為我們自己的沉重負擔。我們穩定地修持，不要太過火，一次做很大量，然後又休息很長時間。所以從這個角度來說，這是一個很好的活動。因此，通過這種方法，我們將進行這種禪修。我想你們中的一些人已經接受了八關齋戒。一旦你接受了八關齋戒，那麼它將成為一個非常艱難的組合。你修持觀世音菩薩的效果加倍，因為當你餓的時候，注意力就會變得集中，不是到了極度飢餓的程度，而只是避免吃晚飯。這有助於你有一種清醒的感覺，然後我們就能更好地集中注意力。
And the sleep also gets affected, of course. And you're able to somehow sleep early, yeah. And then because you sleep early, you will wake up early. Yeah. And then during the next few days, you have nothing to do but to attend these sessions. And so therefore, you have nothing to worry about, So you don't have to worry that I got so many hours of sleep. Whereas normally you have to feel guilty that I slept so much and I was not able to help, or I wasted that much of time on sleep, Whereas in this case, you'll have a better sleep, you'll wake up more fresh, and then you'll be able to once again accumulate more merit and more wisdom.
睡眠也會受到影響。你可以睡得更早，你睡得早就會醒得早。在接下來的幾天裏，你別無選擇，只能參加這些長節。你沒有什麼可擔心的，你不必擔心睡了那麼多小時。而通常情況下，你會因為睡得太多，沒有幫上什麼忙，而感到內疚。感覺在睡眠上浪費了那麼多時間，但在早眠早起的情況下，你會睡得更好。你醒來時會更加精神飽滿，然後你將能夠累積更加多的福德和智慧。第二節完，請密切留意下一節的刊登。願大家菩提上進，請點讚。分享我們的短片，訂閱我們的 YouTube 及 Facebook 頻道。